So today, let's talk about one of our city's biggest, ugliest challenges, trash. I mean, it's everywhere. But what if I told you the key to solving a massive part of this crisis is sitting right there in your kitchen? We're going to break down how to turn your everyday food scraps from, well, trash into actual treasure.
I mean, think about this banana peel. Or, those vegetable cuttings from dinner last night. We just toss them away without a second thought. But where is away? For most of us, away is a one-way trip to a landfill. But that single peel, that's where this whole story really begins. And this is where it gets absolutely wild. Get this, in a city like Kathmandu, a staggering 60% of what we call trash in our homes is actually just organic waste. Yeah, food scraps, peels, leftovers, that's stuff that has no business being buried in a landfill at all. Now, let's zoom out a bit. That single peel you throw away, it joins a mountain every single day. Kathmandu generates over 1,000 tons of waste. It's an insane amount of stuff, and it's completely overwhelming our landfills. And the crazy part, most of it doesn't even need to be there. You see, this isn't just some abstract city planning problem. It's a problem that we all contribute to, one peel at a time. Our daily habits of just making, taking, and disposing have created this straight line right to a massive waste crisis. But what if we could bend that line? What if we could turn it into a circle?
Well, that's the whole idea behind something called a circular economy. It's a total mindset shift. Instead of seeing waste as the end of the road, we start to see it as a resource, as the starting point for something totally new. And composting, it's pretty much the simplest, most powerful way for any of us to jump into this circle.
And this, right here, is where you come in. Seriously, the single most effective action you as an individual can take to fight this mountain of waste isn't some complicated government policy, it's right there in your kitchen. It's all about changing what actually goes into your bin.
Okay, so how do we do it? How do we turn a little corner of our apartment into a powerhouse for change? Honestly, it's way simpler than you think. Let's get into the practical side of things.
The absolute secret to successful and, more importantly, odor-free composting is all about balance. It's what we call the golden ratio. You need a mix of your greens, that's all the wet, nitrogen-rich stuff like your kitchen scraps, and your browns, the dry, carbon-rich materials like dried leaves or even torn-up cardboard. This balance is what keeps that tiny little ecosystem in your compost bin happy and working hard. Now here's a brilliant hack. Think about making yogurt, or dahi, right? You add a little bit of old yogurt to fresh milk to kickstart the whole process. Well, composting works the exact same way. If you mix in a scoop of your old, finished compost into a new batch, you're introducing all the right microbes, and it just dramatically speeds everything up. It's a game changer.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. These are the two biggest fears that stop almost everyone from trying this in an apartment. Is my kitchen going to smell like a garbage dump? And am I going to have like a bug infestation? Let's just tackle that head on.
This quote might surprise you a little. When people see maggots in their compost, they panic. But these little guys, they're actually incredible decomposers. They're like composting superstars that just work super fast. The goal isn't really to eliminate them, it's just to manage them.
So the crucial point is this. Control comes from balance. The number one absolute golden rule for preventing smells is to always cover your wet greens with a layer of dry browns. It locks in the moisture and the odors. Now, if you really want to avoid maggots, a tight lid will do the trick, but just know it's going to slow your compost way down. Really, the key is just managing moisture and airflow.
And that's really the core of it. With just a few simple tricks for speed, balance, and control, traditional composting becomes totally manageable, even in a small apartment. But you know what? The innovation doesn't stop there. Maybe a traditional bin just isn't for you, and that is totally okay. Today, there are all these modern, high-tech, and specialized methods designed for pretty much every kind of urban lifestyle you can imagine.
So this slide kind of compares three popular options. You've got vermicomposting, which uses worms to create this amazing fertilizer. Then you have electric composters. These are slick countertop appliances that can break down waste in less than 48 hours. And then there's Bokashi, which is a fermentation method. It's used in systems like Nepal's Smart Bucket, and it's fantastic because it can handle all food waste. We're talking even meat and dairy.
So whether you're a hands-on gardener type or someone who just wants a fast, no-fuss solution, there is a pathway to composting that fits your life. And the results? They are truly transformative, not just for the city, but for you.
Let me introduce you to a real-world composting champion. This is Ms. Bindra Kumari Tuladar. Using skills she learned at a local workshop, she just started composting her family's organic waste. And the result? Just look at that. A stunning rooftop garden, literally bursting with flowers and fresh vegetables.
And this completes the circle. Miss Tulidar's compost isn't just about reducing waste anymore. It's what she calls a complete food for plants. It's this incredibly nutrient-rich soil. People often call it black gold. And she uses it to grow new life, right there on her roof.
This is the power you have in your own home. Just look at this chart. That's 60% organic waste plus the 25% of recyclables. That means by composting and recycling, you can keep up to 85% of your household's waste out of the landfill. You go from a full trash bin to one that's barely 15% full. Can you just imagine if every household did that? The waste crisis would practically disappear.
And that's the journey we've just taken. We've gone from a problematic piece of trash to a valuable resource. It's a complete transformation, and it's powered by really simple, accessible actions we can all take in our own homes. From a problem to a solution, from waste to black gold.
So I'll leave you with this question. We look at these mountains of trash in our cities, and it's easy to feel powerless. But what if the solution isn't out there somewhere? What if it's right here, hiding in plain sight, inside your trash can?